Good morning, players. So once again, Propublica has been out here doing the Lord's work and has discovered more dirt on Justice Clarence Thomas. Y'all go ahead and grab your tea and have a seat, honey. Let's get into this latest bombshell report. So once again, Propublica's dynamic investigative journalists have taken a closer look at Clarence Thomas's finances. And according to them, and according to this letter, honey, Clarence Thomas was brokered in a joke back in 2000, and he was begging for more money. Now, by that time, Clarence Thomas had been on the Supreme Court for approximately 10 years, and there's nothing wrong with him asking for a raise, but there is something wrong with after he asked for this raise and nothing changed, that he started receiving those lavish gifts from all of those big Republican donors. So in this letter, Cliff Stearns agrees with Clarence Thomas that Americans deserve to have the Constitution properly interpreted, and also that the justices deserve proper incentives to do so. So he was going to look into getting some more money for Clarence Thomas and the other justices. According to the report, in 2000, Clarence Thomas was at a 5-star beach resort in Sea Island, Georgia, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. In fact, just a month before this letter was generated and the conversation took place, Clarence Thomas had borrowed $267,000 from a friend for a high-end RV. Now, at that resort, Clarence Thomas gave an off-the-record speech at that conservative conference, but after it was over, he found himself seated next to Cliff Stearns, who was a Republican member of Congress. The two men talk, and that's where they talk about the Supreme Court justices needing a pay raise. Propublica also alleges that Clarence Thomas was threatening to leave the Supreme Court if lawmakers didn't act and give them a pay raise. He said that one or more justices will be leaving soon. At that time, Clarence Thomas was receiving a salary of $173,000 a year, which is the equivalent to $300,000 today. But he was one of the least wealthy members on the court, and multiple occasions in that period, he pushed for ways to make more money. He talked about removing the ban on justices giving paid speeches. Now, even though Clarence Thomas was pushing for justices to receive a pay raise and to remove that cap on paid speeches, it never happened. But in the years to follow, ProPublica reported that Clarence Thomas received a number of gifts between friends and acquaintances that appeared to be unparalleled in modern history of the Supreme Court. Some were living expenses, large and small, private school tuition, vehicle batteries, and trips and all kind of stuff, honey. Baby, Clarence Thomas said, this isn't about public service, baby. This is about money. I want money, lots and lots of money. He wants a pie in the sky. He wanna be rich. All right, players, put your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think about Clarence Thomas. Was broke as a joke and was begging for a pay raise. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with him asking for a pay raise, but there is something wrong with the fact that no pay raises were received, and Clarence Thomas started receiving a bunch of gifts after begging. Y'all go ahead and put your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. This is Double D Mother for the Black Accurate News.